everybody, this is Professor Kettler. I'm going to give you this short video to kind of just give you an overview of this course and talk to you about some expectations and where you can find things, whether you're new to SNHU or if you've taken courses before. Hopefully this will help you guide you through this course. So I am on what we call kind of like the landing page. It's the home page of the course. And so you can see that you've got the announcements listed here. If you ever need to contact me, you can easily get to my email right here. If you scroll down a little bit further, you can get to your modules and your resources. Now you won't see this one because this is my instructor account, but you'll have a start here, and then all the modules are listed here. And then at the very bottom, if you need any kind of academic support, tutoring, help with papers, all of that is in this academic support area. And then if you need career help and things like that, you can go to this SNHU career button as well. So I always find it easier to use these buttons at the top. If you click on the course menu button, you can see the announcements, the learning modules that I just showed you. You can go directly to the discussions for the course, directly to the assignments, and then directly to your grades. The tools option will send you to the calendar, the class list. You probably won't use that one too often. Here is the button for the library, which you will use. And then once again, here's that academic support button. If you click on that, it will kind of take you to where you can see, you can try the tutoring, written feedback on assignments. Now remember that some of these things can take a little while. So like for instance, if you wanted to submit an assignment and get written feedback from the tutors, it takes about 12 hours. So you have to kind of plan ahead for that one. There's peer tutoring, coaching, there's live chats. So there's all kinds of great resources here in case you need help outside of class. And I'm always a resource too. You can always email me to ask specific questions. So if you, one of the most important things that I always tell students about is you definitely need to make sure that you check the announcements every 1 to 2 days, because I will put videos and resources to help you with each of your graded assignments and your discussions. So always check the announcements. Now, when you land on the home page, you have the announcement here, but it's not the full announcement. So you can always hit the read more button. Or if you want to see a past announcement, you can click on this announcement button and it will list out all the announcements in the course. Now, I haven't populated, since the course hasn't quite started yet, I haven't populated very many announcements, but you can see, you can scroll to, the past ones, and that way you can read it in its entirety. If you want to go straight to the learning modules, when you go there, you can see on the left-hand side, you have all the modules listed here for the course. There are 8. And each module will have an introduction, an overview, what you are going to be reading and any resources you're going to be using. And then it'll typically go to the graded assignments, which are the discussions and worksheets and any projects that we have. If you want to get an overview of all the assignments, you can click on the assignments tab and it will list all the assignments that we're doing for the course. And then finally, the discussions. And you will scroll and look at the discussion. Now, you can see that discussion 2 is locked, right? You cannot access that one until October 29th. So they each have kind of an access date to unlock it. So you can't necessarily work ahead and post. But I always tell my students I would make a Google Doc to where you kind of pre-type out your discussion post or your assignments. So that way, number one, if your computer crashes, it's saved to a Google Drive and not just on your hard computer or whatever online platform you like. Sometimes people use Evernote. It just depends. OneNote is good as well. Um, but and then once the discussion unlocks, you can copy and paste and put it in there. Um, and then finally, the last thing to look at is the grades. And so typically what will happen is you will have all of your graded items listed here. Once I grade it, you'll have a score, right? So, 40 out of 40, 20, 30, whatever it is. It'll compute that to a regular grade. And then any comments and feedback that I have left you would be right here. Sometimes it's a little button that you'll have to press, especially if I've left feedback within the rubric. You'll just press that button and it'll pop up. So I hope this helps you. The main thing to remember in this course is that we have a discussion almost every week. And then there are definitely assignments, right? So each week has almost like 2 kind of major things to do. So, right, so we have like a discussion here and a worksheet here in week 1, and we have your project selection. If you want to review that, what that's going to look like, that's going to be like the major project for the course. That is in module 1, and you can actually pull that up here. All of the projects and worksheets, they have rubrics. I always tell students to make sure you review that really carefully, because that's like a checklist to make sure that you have everything. So if we look at this final project rubric, you can see how it kind of guides you in what each section is supposed to have. And then the rubric is right here. This is how you're graded. And so, right, like, did you describe the impact the issue has had on the environment within the state using credible research? If you did, right, check mark. Okay, I did that. Oh, no, I didn't do this second one. Okay. So that's why I say rubrics are like checklist. And because this is a big project, it's a very long rubric. So you'll definitely want to review that when you have time. Most likely would want to do it by the end of week 1. All right, so go back to the home page, which you can always do by clicking here. And that is pretty much it. I hope this was helpful. Once again, you can always click on my email and email me, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. Make sure that you review the syllabus information in the Start Here section. It's listed right here, and the rubrics and all of that good stuff, so that way you fully understand the expectations of the course. All right. I look forward to meeting all of you and reviewing all of your work, and I think it's going to be a great semester.